Hey, it's Cooper here. Small to tall, we train them all. The question of the day has been, why has designer dogs become so popular with all the other breeds that are out there for people to choose from? That is a very, very complex but interesting question. So I will give my best effort to try to answer it. Designer dogs have become interesting or of high interest because of the population of misinformation on the internet. The internet has put out there a ton of information that has said the designer dog is healthier than the purebred dog, which is a statement of mistruth. The reason why the designer dog can claim that is because they don't do any health testing to prove that it's otherwise. So they can say by the absence of doing the health testing that their dogs are healthier, but it's healthier because it's never been tracked. You also look at the designer dog because of the limited population in the beginning. The designer dog was extremely expensive to get. Well, dollars and cents, extra money does not make a better animal. Genetics, breed type, studies, domestication makes the better animal. Okay, so understanding what you have makes the better animal, not the cost that it costs you or the expense that you put into it doesn't make the better animal. But if you look at how the breeders were selective on who got their dogs. And so what happened is, with the breeders have kind of damaged their own population because they were picky on the people that had bought their dogs. They did a good, they would interview their people so that the dogs would have forever homes. The designer dog breeder just bred and sold. They didn't care who got it. They just got the dog into people's hands because they were able to make money off of it. And that's been the drive. Well, and a person goes, you've heard it over and over again in my industry. I've heard people go, well, I don't want a show dog, but I want a good dog. Well, what's the definition of a good dog? Well, you want a dog that's healthy, that's going to live 12 to 15 years, and the average dog life should only be about 8 or 9. So when you get those extra bonus years, you're getting extra bonus years. I have to say that out loud because people think, well, my dog died at 8. Yep, it should have, because the body's not designed to live forever. It's like the human being. We're seeing more cancers and more things in an older individual because we're pushing our bodies to live longer than they were designed to. It's a whole topic of a different story, but I'm going to let that one. So when you look at the designer dog has no genetic information behind him. Two people got together and says, we're going to make a doodle of some sort because it's cute. So now you look at the cute and cuddly factor that animals are being sold. Now, the hard part about the cute and cuddly factor is you can't begrudge a person on what they like the teddy bear, and you can't begrudge a person on what they like. But the hard part about it is they get that what they like into their household, and within 6 months to a year, they've got really bad coat issues. And the person was told in bill of goods that the dog doesn't shed. Most of your designer dogs shed, and the problem is with their shedding, it never comes out. It causes a mat, so now you have matting on those animals, and the mats are much worse than the dog shedding. It's just a pain in the person's backside. Okay? So now you have those issues. Then you have the issue of health. Well, in my personal references, I've seen more designer dogs with hip dysplasia than I've ever seen in any one category of animal out there. Why? It's not ever looked at. I see more entropia. I see more liver disease. Because what's happening is a lot of these animals are picking up the worst traits of whatever mixed breed that they're making, and that's the traits that's present. So when you look at the problem that it's causing, most people don't even reflect to what the problem issues are behind those dogs that they're breeding, because they don't care. They're making a designer dog because they have supply and demand. Supply and demand is a really weird factor. If there's a demand, somebody's going to create a supply. Once the supply balances out, then somebody creates a new demand. Okay, so you look at people buying dogs on colors, or you look at people buying dogs on wrinkles, or you look at people buying dogs because they're hyperallergenic per se. You look at people buying dogs because it's supposed to be mentally stable, or it's faster in the field, or this, that, or the other thing. A lot of this is a lot of hype, which is driven by the internet. If you look at the domestication process of, for example, the AKC's 192 breeds now. You look at the World Book, they have 300 plus breeds. You look at the domestication that's gone back on those breeds and the history that's there, the genetics that's there, the disease that they've tried to eradicate from those breeds. You're better off going out and looking at the World Book and selecting a dog out of the World Book and getting a purebred than you are getting a designer dog. Now, here's the other hard part of the scenario. Most veterinarian sciences will not deter a person from getting the designer dog because it is instant cash. Disease, heart issues, health issues, temperament issues, coat issues. Those are bread and butter, dollars and cents for most veterinary sciences. So they're not going to tell you not to do it because they're in. Yes, most of the vets that I know of are in it because they love the animals to start out with, but then they have to make money, they have to do a business, and they have to worry about a bottom line because they got people to take care of, overhead to take care of, goods to take in, equipment that people want to see to take care of. So you'll never see the discouragement of breeding of the designer dog. Now you'll see all these other institutions or in groups saying adopt, don't shop, but they're not doing their homework on what they're talking about as far as it goes. And I understand the bleeding heart. I understand the care and concern. I truly do. I've been in this business a long time. But we need to do a better job of educating people on what they're actually getting when they adopt or when they don't shop. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to share the Scooper Biggies Dog Training, small to tall, we train them all. We'll see you next time.